Hey, what's up, guys? Corey C here. Welcome to my channel, Reignited. Before I get started, I just want to take a second to admire how adorable these freaking guys are. We got Baxter and Jim. If you haven't met them yet. Alright. So today I want to talk about fitness and just the important role that it plays in my recovery. I know there are three main things that fitness does for me. One, it's filling a void. I know, tell me if this sounds familiar. I know that for a long stretch of time, I'd be drinking or using, and then life would get crazy, and I would have to stop, not because I wanted to, but because there was one thing or another that just I had to stop. So I'd go to detox, and then I would get out, and for however long, maybe it was a week, maybe it was a month, I would just sit around and drink a lot of coffee and clean what I could, and try to keep busy like that, go to meetings, but I really wasn't actually doing anything, and that would only last so long, and then I would relapse, and I'd be drinking again, and then eventually need to quit again, and it was just this vicious cycle of that. So this last time around, when I got into fitness, what I did was, now that I stopped drinking, I never really replaced that void with anything. So now that I'm waking up and I'm going for a run, and I'm in the kitchen making sure I eat something healthy, and I'm getting to the gym and doing my weight training, and I have these goals in place that I'm trying to accomplish, and it just allows me to stay focused on something. And before you know it, 6 months will go by and you haven't even thought about having a drink or picking up at all. And it's just crazy. Time will fly by, you realize you're not even thinking about it. The second thing that it does for me is, it's like character building. A big part of my fitness journey was, setting a goal for myself and staying disciplined enough to achieve it. And, for the first time in my life, I'm making myself a promise, and with the genuine intention of keeping that promise. And just when you wake up every day and stay disciplined to be consistent about it and work very hard to reach these goals, just working really hard in the gym, that is something that is gonna build character, and it's gonna trickle out into every other aspect of your life. And you just start feeling better and looking better, and you find it you have more energy throughout the day, and you just feel healthier, and super important. So the third thing that the fitness routine does for me is build my confidence. I know that my addiction destroyed my confidence. I hated who I was. I hated what I looked like. I was just ashamed of myself and my behaviors, and I had a hard time making eye contact with someone when I was talking to them. I know if I was in a group setting, having the attention on me was just paralyzing. It was awful. The idea of me doing something like this and being on YouTube and filming, it was just, it's crazy. I can't even believe that I'm trying to do this, to be honest with you. So when I started working out, and I lost some weight, and I just started feeling better about myself all around. It helps you mentally, physically, spiritually. It's incredible what fitness will do for you. But you start feeling better about yourself, and that's super important in recovery, because a lot of times, I know for myself, maybe not why I started drinking, but why I continued to drink and why it became a problem was because I hated who I was. I just tried to I wanted to forget about not liking who I was. Instead of dealing with that problem, I just tried to drown it with alcohol. And so now I'm fixing the root of the problem. I am putting in the work to like who I am again. And so not only am I filling that void and staying focused on something and becoming a person that, sets goals for himself and works hard and accomplishes those goals, now I'm starting to like who I am all around. Like, I'm liking the person that I'm becoming. And you just develop this lifestyle that doesn't even involve drugs or alcohol. And it's crazy. You just stay focused on that grind, and 6 months will go by, a year will go by, and you're thinking about using less and less, and it's just like that part of your life gets further and further away in the rearview mirror. And you're gonna have hard days. You're gonna have days that you don't want to go to the gym. You're gonna have days where maybe at first you are thinking about using, but that's why it's such a good tool to, like, if I'm ever having a hard time, I go to the gym. I go for a run to get my mind off of it. It's such a powerful tool to have in your tool belt. And it's just something that I wish I had gotten into back in the day when I first realized that I had a problem. I know that addiction is so hard because you can't convince anybody to do anything. They have to want it for themselves. That's why I'm trying to gear my video towards someone who's already made the decision that they want to make changes. And I'm not trying to convince anybody that they need to get sober. But if you've already made that decision and now you're just looking for advice on how to make that transformation easier, that's where I want to come in and just be helpful for people. I guess I am still learning how to navigate through YouTube, but I'll get there. If you guys are still watching this video, I appreciate you. If you could like, comment, or subscribe, that would be great. And I did want to mention that I created a Facebook group, Reignited, and I'll see if I can put up the title. I'll put it right there or something. But yeah, definitely come. I want to use these videos to build a community and just have this Facebook group be a support network for all of us. And if you're having a hard day and struggling with something, you can go to that group and just put it out there and talk to somebody. Or if you see somebody else that's on the site having a hard time, you can give them your advice and just have it be a support network. I think that would be really awesome. I want to take this Reignited thing to, I want it to be a lifestyle. I want it to be a whole big thing. I know it's just a little thought in my mind right now, and I have this crappy little YouTube video, but with your guys' help, we could really turn this into something where it could help a lot of people. So yeah, if you could check out that video or that group on Facebook, I'd really appreciate it. And then otherwise, I'm going to have another video out next Wednesday, so I will catch you in the next video. See ya.